Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you might be dialing in from around the world. Thank you all for joining us for today's webinar, Driving Exceptional Policyholder and Employee Experiences in Insurance. I'm Michaela Bernier, and I'll be your host for today's webinar. Before we begin, I just want to cover a few quick housekeeping items. Today's webinar will be recorded, and a link to view the recording on demand will be available after the session. Please feel free to submit your questions using the questions feature located in the GoToWebinar toolbar to the right of your screen, and our panelists will address them at the end of the session. I'll now turn the mic over to Stephanie Dahlwin to introduce herself and to jump into her content today.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Michaela, and thank you everybody for joining today. We really appreciate you all joining us for this afternoon session. I'm Stephanie Dahlwin. I'm an advisor at Datos Insights, formerly IT Novarica Group, and it is my great pleasure to introduce this panel of industry experts that we have on the team with us today. With that, Carrie, I will kick it over to you.
Sure, thank you. I am Carrie Gigalone. I'm a senior principal with Datos Insights. I have been with the firm about 2 years now. I have spent 30 years in insurance. Most all of it has been on the carrier side. I've spent time at large national as well as regional companies. I've been in IT. I've led core systems transformations, and I've also been responsible for business units, including underwriting operations, billing, premium audit, customer service and loss reporting, auto physical damage and medical only claims and support services. So basically all of the roles that interact with a customer on a daily basis and really drive customer satisfaction scores.
Awesome. Thank you, Carrie. Matt, would you like to give a quick intro about yourself?
Sure. Matt Lehman. I am the industry principal. I lead all of our financial services strategy, go-to-market, and overall efforts for RingCentral. RingCentral is a leading unified communications and contact center as a service platform, and we work with thousands of customers across the financial services industry, including many leading carriers and agencies within the insurance, both P&C and life space. Came to RingCentral about 2 years ago after 20 years in the enterprise. Just previously was the chief digital officer for Westfield Insurance. Spent a number of years at Progressive Insurance. You might be getting a little bit of a Midwest theme here, and also led a number of digital transformations for some very large retail and small business banking organizations. So it's great to be here, have a great set of topics and fellow panelists to talk about them, and look forward to the dialogue. I want to thank, obviously, the Datos team, Chris Klein for joining us, and all of you for spending some time on a busy Tuesday afternoon here in August. Thanks.
Thank you so much, Matt. And Chris, I'll kick it over to you.
Thank you very much. Appreciate the opportunity to be here. My name is Chris Klein. I'm currently the Executive Director of the Agents Council for Technology, which is a program under the National Big I, a nonprofit program that brings carriers, technology providers, and enablers along with member agents and brokers to talk about how technology can enable strategy and support the overall independent agency channel. So been here about 18 months or so kind of another theme, right? We're all relatively newer in our current roles. But like Carrie and Matt, I spent my career prior to that on the carrier side and did a variety of different things from graphic design and marketing to field sales, compliance, employee training, but big chunks of my time leading an underwriting, sales and underwriting business unit, as well as leading agency distribution. So steeply versed, maybe less versed, more interested and passionate about the overall experience that consumers and agents and carriers share together. And I'm really excited to be a part of this conversation. And hopefully you're engaged and will ask us some questions as we chat along the way as well. Thanks.
Awesome. Thank you all so much for being here. And with that, Carrie, I am gonna hand it over to you.
Thank you. So just a brief intro on Datos Insights. So formerly IT Novarica, and we are a research and advisory firm, and we're focused on insurance and banking technology and operations. And we work with over 150 insurers, helping them make better, faster decisions regarding insurance technology. We also have over 50 vendor clients and work with them on their roadmaps and things like that. And then we have a research council that is made up of over 400 client and non-client CIOs, and they are a great source of information for trends and where carriers are currently spending their time and human resources. And those will be the source for some of the charts and graphs that I'm going to show you. We're going to walk through, I'm just going to open with a few minutes on a couple of slides to set the stage. Then we are going to open it up for discussion. We do have some poll questions, so we hope that you can participate that way, and you also have the ability to ask questions throughout. So with that, Steph, if you could go to the next slides. So the first slide I wanted to touch on was from our insurer IT budgets and projects. And this slide represents the top capabilities that business units want IT to deliver in 2023. The darker blue line represents large P&C carriers, and large is defined as anything with direct written premium of $1 billion and up. And the lighter blue line is mid-sized P&C carriers, and that is defined as anything up to $1 billion in direct written premium.
Datos Insights.